Hi, my name is Sam. I want to talk about the new Tesla truck that everybody's talking about that was released yesterday. I think this could possibly be Tesla's best vehicle ever because I feel like they didn't actually try to go for anything small, anything, you know, they didn't try to actually create anything that's already out there. You feel like you're actually getting a truck that's worth your money. Elon Musk called it the Cybertruck, and looking at it, mate, you're like, wow. I think when it came out, everybody was talking about how it's not exactly what they were expecting. Is this a joke and all that? But I think actually this is the best thing they could have made. They didn't try to make a Ford F-150, but with Tesla styling, which everybody was looking for, or try to make a type a Ford 3. Ford. I'm talking about Ford. Like you see the way the same way Ford doesn't make the F-150 to look like a Fiesta or one of their other normal commercial cars. They make the F-150 stand out. I think that's what Tesla was going for. You have the Model S looking a certain way, and all their models, including their from Model S, Model 3, Model X, and Model Y, they look exactly the same. Even if you look at something like the Roadster, it looks exactly the same like any other car. But they are Cybertruck. They didn't even try to make it into a model whatever. I think he wanted to make a Model E or something like that so that he has sexy as one of his his models. But I think the Cybertruck, you hear it, you know what you're getting. You're getting a cyber truck. It looks like a robot. It looks like a drone. Like one of those Sentinels. It has those Sentinel lights. The shape, the rover tires. Sick. Thing is, this is like the aerodynamics on this is gonna be ill. Everybody was talking about the aerodynamics and all that won't be as well, but the aero on this, I think if you look at it, it's like one of those stealth fighters. The aerodynamics are sick. They didn't even try. Look at the whole truck. If you look at from the bottom up and all the way to the side, all the way to the bottom, they've collected and they've expanded it out to create kind of just aerodynamics grow. It's just angles. Make sure that all the air is, they have almost, I want to actually see the numbers on how their friction numbers on how air friction that you will get with this car, because I feel like with this truck you have sick aerodynamics, which will increase, probably contributes to increase in range. Plus everybody's talking about new batteries, but nobody's looking at the aerodynamics on this truck. The aerodynamics on this truck is sick. But anyway, looking at it, you can see everything is like a better utility than a truck with more performance than a sports car. That's a line, my friend. That's a line. And the thing is this, it's like everybody's talking about the windows that shattered wherever. But if you get a normal car window and I put that fucking piece of metal through it, it will shatter more than their glass shattered. The piece didn't go through. Unless if you think anybody's going to be shooting cannons at you. I think you'll be fine. People are over exaggerating and they are, going over the top. The body is sick. People are saying that the reason they made the body one sheet of metal, like the exoskeleton that Elon Musk was talking about, was because cheaper. It will be cheaper to produce, to stamp, to produce, because then it's not as complicated. But I think that people might be wrong about that. I think it's like he wanted to create more space so so it gives your truck more space inside the truck, because everybody who sat in it has talked about how much space they have inside. Even when people were 6 foot, over 6 foot, people were sitting at the back, they were saying how sick and how much headroom they had in the back. And the thing is, this is a minimalist truck. If you have somebody who's going to be driving up and down, you don't need too much stuff that can get damaged, because if you enter any normal working man's truck, you will see stuff that's damaged and all that. But anyway, leaving that aside, the exoskeleton, they said that the Cybertruck was built with an external shell made for ultimate durability and passenger protection. So I think the crash test that everybody was talking about, wanting to see, I think they're going to get that, and I think the crash tests are going to be phenomenal. You know, I think if you look at that, the saying is designed. Every component is designed for superior strength and endurance, from ultra hard 30 times cold rolled stainless steel structure skin to Tesla armor glass. Well, armor glass, I think the armor glass it's armored enough. All right, let's wait for the final product. You know, that's the thing. It's like, if you look at the whole structure, it's made, I think it's the sickest thing ever. If you look at it, it's like it's made, the externals are made, cut out and made to look like just two massive holes. Everything is well designed. I personally love this. I love it. I love that they didn't try to actually imitate a truck. I think that's what I wanted for the Tesla when Tesla first came out with it. I didn't want them to try to make a car that I can't see any other place, or I have to look closer to actually see if it's a Tesla. It's an electric car. Make it different, make it exciting, and this is what it is. It's exciting. So you have the exoskeleton is 30 times cold rolled steel, and they have experience with their rocket, one of their massive rockets that they made it out of this. So they have enough experience, and they've done the research, you know. But anyway, the thing is this: if you can see some of the, if you go to their website, oh, and the other thing is this: they are curbing that the curb, no, the fucking truck, the boot of the truck, whatever it is called. My brain's gone. If you look at it, it's like pieces of steel that's cut and basically grooved for rain, for everything. It's like if any water goes into it, it has grooves in it to get the water right out. I know people are not liking it, but I'm loving everything about it, because they can actually put compartments on the either side. You can put compartments, and this car is right for mod. You know, I can see 6 mods being put on these cars. 6 mods. And I feel like this is probably the best truck they could have made. It's not, you know, it's not for sissies. Let's put it that way. And it's fucking fast. Fucking fast, I'm telling you. It was made with, when you look at the specs, 0 to 60, even on the cheapest one, because I think that's what you have. Everybody's going for the 500 miles, but shit, who's doing 500 miles every day? You know, doing 500 miles every day is it's not like anybody's got. If people, majority of people are not doing that, even if you're driving on site, okay. 250 miles, rear wheel drive. Storage, you have 100 square feet. Volt length is 6.5 feet. Towing capacity 7,500. Autopilot as standard. Adaptive air suspension as standard. Ground clearance up to 16 inches, so you can have better ground clearance, which will work if you're going to be going off-roading. You know, approach angle 35 degrees, departure angle 26 degrees. I think those are good specs for a standard. You're paying 40. Okay, let's say put it down, 40 grand for truck. Standard. Number one, you don't even need to modify this damn thing. I think it's ripe for modification. Stainless steel, you can wrap it, couple, a grand or so. Just put a wrap on it if you're that bothered about the color. Put a wrap on it. As soon as you get it, I think I will just wrap it and then go from there. Okay, that's the single motor rear wheel drive. Dual motor, you got 0 to 60 of 4.5 seconds, range of 300 miles. So if you're in England, that's a fair truck. I think you can get yourself up a good space up north. So I'll go from here to Sherwood. If I'm going on holiday, man, on this truck, it's like if Devon or Sherwood, I can get to Devon and Sherwood and get back, on a single drive. So I think after 2 hours, actually, I'm after 2 hours, you're tired of driving anyway. But that's everything else is standard. It has the difference between the three specs. The other one has the towing capacity is a bit higher on this one, but other than that, the speed, range, towing capacity, those are the only difference. So on the mid dual motor, you have 4.5, 300 miles, and 10,000 pounds towing capacity. Those are the differences. The rest are standard. And on the fucking jet, they should have called it the Jet Monster. Fucking how a pickup truck like can fucking outrun most supercars. Somebody's M3, they put it against this pickup truck and it smokes you. That's just sad. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. That's fucking fast, with a range of 500 plus if you don't drive like a fucking lunatic. Triple motor drives. It has a towing capacity of 14,000. Of course, it has the three motors, so higher capacity. The rest is pretty standard. But apart from that, I personally think this is a truck worth every single cent. Personally, I don't have the money to put an order down, but mate, I would put an order down. That's, my friend, that's what I'll do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.